Are you aware there is a like psychedelic stoner doom band called Conan?
I am now. I'll definitely give it a go.
You know, you're not just a comic creator, you're a lover of comics as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I already joked about your tattoos. You know, if you forget Dead Romans for a second, you know, and just think about if you let your inner fanboy out completely, what's the best comic out there, and why is that Black Sad?
Black Sad is so good.
It is good.
Hold on, one second. Let me grab you something. I'll show you something. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So, I was at a show. It was just a few years ago, and that one Joe was there, and I got him to sign the book for me, and then he gave me the little doodle. I love Black Sad, and you could. I think what makes Black Sad so strong and so good is, like, first of all, like when you're talking about that, like, look at me holding up books like I'm reading to my kids, like that. When you talk about the European execution of a comic book, like there's like nine panels on that page, and he's doing so much with it, and the emotion that's being conveyed, and all of those little snapshots. And I think that something that happens in like a North American comic is, rather than putting all these little panels together, there's like one big like blah,
it has to, for sure.
It has to pop.
But and in Dead Romans, you try to balance that out.
We tried. There's some pages that have like a lot of little staccato panels, like that. But then you've got someone like Nick, and his art is so strong, and we've got some big splashy panels. But I think that with everything Nick does, there's layers to it. Like that opening layer of that he's slapping you in the face with this dynamic, huge image. But there's all kinds of little details that are percolated all through the background. And if you find them, like even on that first cover with the helmet on the spear, you've got the chin guards, like the strapping. One of them is like half of a human jawbone, but you don't really notice it because he fit it all in so well. And that was his thing, is he wanted to create, he called it a reality nightmare, where he drew you in and gave you a sense of unease without you realizing where you felt unease. So we try and get some of that European aesthetic into the book. But if you're talking about like outside of Black Sad, like the best comic that I consistently always read, Marvel's Conan run has been tip top, so good. Like I've been loving it so much. I'm really excited to see that new run with Jim Zub. I think Jim Zub is one of the best like Conan writers ever. He did that run of like Conan Red Sonja for Dynamite a few years ago, and like all of the little things to make a Conan story good, he really put in there. That's my go-to. I'm a sucker for Conan the Barbarian. I really am.
You're just saying that because this is an interview for a heavy metal channel, and Conan is the most metal.
Oh, he's the best. Like, he's so good. And the thing that I love about Conan is that Conan fans understand that he's not a mindless barbarian, that the term Conan the Barbarian is more of a reference that he is more noble than the people. It's the brand that he's given, but he is so much more noble than the people that come from these civilized areas. And Robert E. Howard always had that idea that man in his rawest form is a noble creature who will do good by his neighbors. But when you introduce greed, when you introduce society, it's society that corrupts man, not the other way around. And I'm just like, yes, absolutely. It's so good. Yeah. So I'm going to gush about Conan. I love it so much. Yeah.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it, and subscribe to the channel.